Kia ora, North New Zealand Youth, and welcome to the final instalment of the Youth Week of Prayer 2019, which was all about going back to basics to do with our local church. Really happy that you've been able to come on this journey with us. If you've missed a couple of readings or a couple of these vlogs, please feel free to jump back through the Facebook page and you should be able to find them. Sorry that this one is a little bit late, a day late in fact, but perhaps that's a little bit fitting considering the topic that we're talking about today or yesterday, which is all to do with the bridegroom coming to get his bride. Now this imagery is amazing when it comes to the church, because we as the church, a body of people, the people who have been called out, are Jesus' bride, and Jesus is coming back as our bridegroom to take us home. The scripture tells us in John that he has gone to prepare a place for us, and when he returns we're going to go back with him. But this imagery is always a really fantastic one, to know that his beloved he's coming back for, and that's us. I guess for me though, the imagery that this brings out of this passage is the idea of waiting for him, or as the latter chapters of Matthew speak about, is that we are to keep watch. And I know for me, for a long time, keeping watch was a matter of being on the doorstep and waiting expectantly for someone. And although this may be the case to some degree, I know for myself, when I was a young boy, I used to go and stay for the school holidays at my nana's farm. And while I was there, and I knew perhaps my parents were coming to visit at one point in the holidays, or some other family member, and I would keep watch. I'd be waiting, and I'd be out at the front gate waiting for them to come, and it seemed like it would just be forever as I waited and waited and waited and waited. However, if I kept myself busy doing things, before I knew it, they had arrived. And I think for me, as I read scripture and I think about this this much expected return of Jesus, which I'm just so looking forward to, and I know you are as well, is that we can maybe have the wrong idea about waiting, a wrong idea about watching, how we can perhaps be caught up in being ready and having the bags packed, rather than being at work for what God has put us here to do, to share the gospel, to be able to share the good news with those who don't know Jesus yet. And I think that's what really keeping watch is all about. May we be busy in our work that God's given us, so the time will come when he comes in the clouds and we go, oh, you're here already. And that expectancy is, I guess, not lost, but at the same time, because we've been busy fulfilling our job, our mission here on this earth, that he comes in no time. Just looking at the world that we live in, I don't think we've got too long to wait, but rather than sit there waiting, and perhaps we should be keeping watch, keeping busy with the job that God has us to do, and before we know it, we look up in the sky, and our bridegroom has come to take us home. I can't wait for that day, and it's certainly been great to be reminded of that as we read through today's readings. Well, blessings to you all. I'm really happy that you've been able to go on the journey with us throughout this week, and just blessings as the year continues. And I hope that throughout this week you've been able to renew your commitments with God, and that we've been reminded how as a local church we just need to get back to basics, and that's really where it's all at. So blessings to you, and look forward to seeing you around the conference soon, and feel free, if you've got any questions or comments, leave them below. God bless you all, and we'll see you soon.